Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name, as always, is EvolvedPixel, and welcome back to, well, of course, some more building in Londinium in Minecraft. I mean, we've done over half the project. It would be absolutely mad for us not to continue, wouldn't it? And last time we embarked on something a little different. Usually I would just sort of create the grass patches where a building would go at the time of building the building. Like that one would have been made when I, or not grass, but the actual bit for the temple was made when I built the temple. As with the bits next to it, this here, even like massive ones like this, I would build the grass patch that the building can go on just before putting the building on top of it. All of that would be done together, no matter how big or small the potential construction project was. But this is going to be different, because we're not doing it that way this time. Why? Well, because we've got some things to sort of work around, like the river and some other sort of bigger projects, or well, not bigger projects, bigger projects. There's going to be at least a couple, one I think here, one sort of there, over the river and so on, that I really need to plan all this out before I can build it. So that's kind of the goal of this episode. The build may not be the most interesting one to watch, I've got to be honest, because we are mostly just going to be focusing on the construction of these grassy patches. If we get them done, then we will probably start work on one of the buildings around here. We're not going to build the walls yet. We've built them sort of up to here, but our focus right now is not on building walls. What we will do with that is we will just build the outline of the wall. So we'll know where the walls are going and we'll know what they're going to look like, but we're not actually going to make the walls. We're just going to outline the whole area. And obviously, once the buildings are done, we'll put the walls up and so on. So yeah, fill in this and then start building over the river, and hopefully we get onto a building. That'll be cool if we do, but I'm also happy if we don't. We have a goal. It's rather ambitious goal, but all of our goals are usually quite ambitious. So let's go. So this is going to be a bit of a different sort of, hey, look what I've done, because I don't have an awful lot to show you other than things are done. So we'll just sort of go through a combination of what is done and what will be done, and hopefully that'll be enough. But this is definitely going to be shorter than our usual tours. Now the first thing you can see we've done is obviously finish the river. With obviously these will be the walls here. I haven't built any walls yet. I will build walls sort of as I get to things. So, for example, I'm going to build up this way. When I get to that edge there, I'll build the wall. And then I'm going to build sort of here. And that's when I'll put that wall up. And so on and so on and so on. That's basically just how I'm going to work the walls the whole way. But yes, the river is done. And then we head up here. And we have all these different plots of varying shapes and sizes. You can see that every row is a little bit different. Out here is going to be sort of, well, I say going to be sort of farmland. It is going to be farmland, maybe some woodland as well, but it's mostly going to be farmland. Thinking I might do some bees and honey stuff, because I realised I haven't done that, and honey was definitely used by Romans, so I could do that. I just never have. But we're going to have different various farm things here, normal houses here. One of these is probably going to be a Roman temple, because in the actual original city there would have been one around here. This square here is going to be an amphitheatre. Imagine a Colosseum, but not quite as large. And that's what's going to be built here. And this one little odd bit out here is going to be a fort. That's probably quite obvious from the look of it, but in here will be a fort. And that is it. I mean, that is the rest of the world. That is all the land that we're going to be building on. The only thing we have left to do, you can see there, I got so close, but I ran out of time to finish up halfway. I did well. I made good progress, but turned out you know, a lot of this stuff you can just fill, but when it's at an angle like this, you can't, and so progress slows right down. So what my goal for next time? Well, finish that off clearly, and then we are going to shoot back this direction all the way over here to this square behind what we built in the last episode. And we will build something here. Well, actually, we'll fill this, I think, first, because this needs filling. And then we'll build this here. And if we get that done, we'll move on to this square here. So, yeah, I mean, there's not really a huge amount I can show you. But with sort of the river and the fort and the square needed for the amphitheatre and the area needed for the temple and so on, it was better for me to have this planned out so that I made sure there was enough room for the structures I needed to make. With that being said, that's now done. Which means next week we can return to our regularly scheduled programming and continue the building. I don't know what this build is going to be yet. I haven't decided. I guess we will find out together, won't we? Thank you for watching. My name is always EvolvedPixel, and I'll see you next time for, well, like I said, the regular building. Take care.